Good morning. Oh, good morning, all my sweet friends, pals, and confidants. How are you this morning? It is Friday. Yay! We love Friday. Everybody loves Friday. Well, you know what? Nurses, techs, x-ray techs, all those people that work in the hospital that works 24/7. Friday's just another day. But for us Monday through Friday people, it's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day. It's a yucky day. I closed that window because yesterday the sun was shining in so bright that it was behind me and you couldn't see me. Today I could have opened it because it's yucky outside. It hasn't started raining yet, but it will. We're going to have thunderstorms this afternoon, so no bike ride this afternoon. Also going to be rainy, yucky all weekend. I was hoping that maybe my husband and I could go to the beach tomorrow, but it doesn't look like it. But you know what? The weather report for last weekend was completely wrong. We were supposed to have rain all weekend and we had not a drop. As a matter of fact, there weren't even clouds. It was beautiful. So maybe you can pray for it. It's warm. Not as warm as yesterday. Yesterday, I think it got up to 90. Look. 91 yesterday. And at, what time was it when I got home from church? It was late. It was like 9 o'clock at night. And I took him out, and when I opened the sliding glass door, it was like walking into an oven. It was 80 degrees at 9 o'clock at night. I don't care where you live, that's hot. I know, I live in Florida, and it does get higher, but this is only May. We're not even into summer yet. So I'm worried this is going to be a hot, hot summer. Moses is investigating something. I don't know. Do you hear something, baby? What you hear? He usually sits right down next to me, but he got up and walked outside the office. I'm still in the office, and I think I kind of like it in here because I have my computer, I have my desk, I have all my books, and my kitchen table's clean. Except for my husband has a little section at the end of the table. And I'm hoping maybe someday he'll start using that desk over there for his studies, and then our dining room table can be a dining room table. Wouldn't that be nice? We'll see. He also talked about maybe making that into a built-in bookcase because he wants to get more books. As you can see, he's starting to fill up over there. And that one, no, that one's only got two and a half shelves with stuff. Oh, I see some of my books over there. I have to check out and see where things are. Because I had, in my apartment, when I was single, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall bookcases. 2 of them, well, actually I had more than that before, and then when I moved, the movers destroyed a couple of the bookcases, so I had to buy more. So I ended up with 5 tall bookcases. And then in this last move, somehow I ended up with 2. Yeah, I don't buy expensive bookcases because they don't last. He bought expensive ones. They're IKEA, so hopefully they'll last. He bought white. He loves white. His kitchen is white. The floors are white. His furniture is white. He likes white. So I guess I need to get used to it. Anyway, yeah, it's Friday. I'm going for a massage and facial today. I need to leave here about 10:30. It's only 8 o'clock. I've been up for a while. I've already read my Bible, did my devotions, had my breakfast. I'm at the end of my coffee. I don't have that much housework to do today because I did laundry yesterday. Oh, I need to mop the floors today. I'll do that after I finish this video while it's uploading. So yeah, I don't have a lot of housework to do today. I try to split it up throughout the week. On Tuesdays, I did not have a lot down here because that was the day that I was going to my daughter's school to volunteer. Well, school's out soon. I think next week is her last week. So I changed some of my Monday chores to Tuesday because Monday is the day that I go to the Women's Center. And so my entire afternoon is taken. So that only leaves the morning. And I kind of want to rest up before I go and pray because it's very emotional there. You've got people making huge life-altering decisions. And so I need to be at the top of my game. So if you would pray for me on Monday mornings so that Monday afternoon I'm all prayed up and I can go and be a mentor to these women that need strong Christian women in their lives. They could do better than me, but I'm what they got. So today we are back in Job. Yesterday I talked about what Jesus was not. What did you think? I haven't seen any comments, so I don't know if y'all are watching this video now. It tells me that people are watching, but there's no comments, so I don't know if maybe I need to check somebody else's computer or phone to figure out why there are no comments. Maybe it won't let you leave comments. I need to figure that out. I hope that you all are sharing my videos, so please like, share, and comment. It's the only way my channel is going to grow, and I would really like to further this ministry, do more study, but I can't if I can't afford to stay home and do that. So I do have possibility of 2 jobs out there. Oh, I got to remember. Vicki sent me a link for a job working with babies. I got to remember to apply for that this morning. Okay, so we are still in Job. We are on chapter 12. We're going to start chapter 12. I would like to read 12, 13, and 14 this morning. We'll see how it goes. My mouth, I'm sure y'all have seen that I wipe my mouth a lot. Ever since I got dentures, my mouth waters when I talk. So I don't want to drool on the camera. So here we go. We are going to start with Job chapter 12. And it says, Job's 4th speech, a response to Zophar. Then Job speaks again. You people really know nothing, don't you? And when you die, wisdom will die with you. Well, I know a few things myself, and you're no better than I. You tell him, Job. Who doesn't know these things you've been saying? Yet my friends laugh at me, for I call on God and expect an answer. I am a just and blameless man. Yet they laugh at me. People who are at ease mock those in trouble. They give a push to people who are stumbling. But robbers are left in peace, and those who provoke God live in safety, though God keeps them in his power. Just ask the animals, and they will teach you. Ask the birds of the sky, and they will tell you. Don't fall. Okay. Speak to the earth, and it will instruct you. Let the fish in the sea speak to you. For they all know that my disaster has come from the hand of the Lord. For the life of every living thing is in his hand, and the breath of every human being. The ear tests the words it hears, just as the mouth distinguishes between foods. Wisdom belongs to the aged, and understanding to the old. But true wisdom and power are found in God. Counsel and understanding are his. What he destroys cannot be rebuilt. When he puts someone in prison, there is no escape. If he holds back the rain, the earth becomes a desert. If he releases the water, they flood the earth. Yes, strength and wisdom are his. Deceivers and deceived are both in his power. He leads counselors away, stripped of good judgment. Wise judges become fools. He removes the royal robes of kings, and they are led away with ropes around their waist. He leads priests away, stripped of status. He overthrows those with long years in power. He silences the trusted advisor and removes the insight of the elders. He pours disgrace upon princes and disarms the strong. He uncovers mysteries hidden in darkness. He brings light to the deepest gloom. He builds up nations and he destroys them. He expands nations and he abandons them. He strips kings of understanding and leaves them wandering in a pathless wasteland. They grope in the darkness throughout a light and makes them stagger like drunkards. Look, we're in chapter 13 now. Look, I have seen all this with my own eyes and heard it with my own ears, and now I understand. I know as much as you do. You are no better than I am. As for me, I would speak directly to the Almighty. I want to argue my case with God himself. As for you, you smear me with lies. As physicians, you are worthless quacks. That's where we get that. If only you could be silent. That's the wisest thing you could do. Listen to my charge. Pay attention to my arguments. Are you defending God with lies? Do you make your dishonest arguments for his sake? Will you slant your testimony in his favor? Will you argue God's case for him? What will happen when he finds out what you are doing? Can you fool him as easily as you fool people? No. You will be in trouble with him if you secretly slant your testimony in his favor. Doesn't his majesty terrify you? Doesn't your fear of him overwhelm you? Your platitudes are as valuable as ashes. Your defense is as fragile as a clay pot. Be silent now and leave me alone. Let me speak, and I will face the consequences. Why should I put myself in mortal danger and take my life into my own hands? God might kill me, but I have no other hope. I am going to argue my case with him. But this is what will save me. I am not godless. If I were, I could not stand before him. Listen closely to what I am about to say. Hear me out. I have prepared my case. I will be proved innocent. Who can argue with me over this? And if you prove me wrong, I will remain silent and die. Oh God, grant me these two things, and then I will be able to face you. Remove your heavy hand from me and don't terrify me with your awesome presence. He's begging God. Now summon me and I will answer, or let me speak to you and you reply, tell me what I have done wrong. Show me my rebellion and my sin. Why do you turn away from me? Why do you treat me as your enemy? Job has got it wrong, but he doesn't understand what happened up in heaven. Would you terrify a leaf blown by the wind? Would you chase, draw straw? You write bitter accusations against me and bring up all the sins of my youth. You put my feet in stocks and examine all my paths. You trace all my footprints. I waste away like rotting wood, like a moth-eaten cloth. Chapter 14. How frail is humanity? How short is life? How full of trouble? We blossom like a flower and then wither. Like a passing shadow, we quickly disappear. Must you keep an eye on such a frail creature and demand an accounting from me? Who can bring purity out of an impure person? No one. You have decided the length of our lives. You know how many months we will live, and we are not given a minute longer. I like that verse. You know how many months we will live, and we will not live a minute longer. And we won't live a minute shorter either. We're not going to die before God planned for us. Even before creation of the earth, he knew how many seconds were in our lives. Nothing you can do can shorten it or lengthen it. Now, he knows what you will do to shorten or lengthen it, and that goes into his calculation. He knows that if you eat right, you exercise, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't live in pollution, you bathe, you do all the right things to keep your body clean and healthy, you're going to live longer. But he knew that from the foundation of the earth. So it's all in his hands. Yes, you can do good things for yourself, but he already knew you would. So if you are in a dangerous situation and the Lord takes you, say a robber comes in your house and shoots you, he knew that was going to happen. He knew it. Okay, so leave us alone and let us rest. We are like hired hands, so let us finish our work in peace. Even a tree has more hope. If it is cut down, it will sprout again and grow new branches, though its roots have grown old in the earth and its stump decays, and the scent of water, it will bud and sprout again like a new seedling. But when people die, their strength is gone. They breathe their last, and then where are they? As water evaporates from a lake and a river disappears in drought, people are laid to rest and do not rise again until the end. Until the heavens are no more, they will not wake up, nor be roused from their sleep. I wish you would hide me in the grave and forget me there until your anger has passed. But mark your calendar to think of me again. Can the dead live again? If so, this would give me hope through all my years of struggle, and I would eagerly await the release of death. You would call and I would answer, and you would yearn for me, your handiwork. For then you would guard my steps instead of watching for my sins. My sins would be sealed in a pouch, and you would cover my guilt. But instead, as mountains fall and crumble, and as rocks fall from cliffs, all water wears away the stones, and floods wash away the soil. As you destroy people's hopes, you also overpower them, and they pass from the scene. You disfigure them in death and send them away. They never know if their children will grow up in honor or sink to insignificance. They suffer painfully. Their life is full of trouble. Now, chapter 15 is Eliphaz's second response to Job. So tomorrow's Saturday. I don't do my readings on Saturday. So Monday, God willing, the creeks don't rise and we're not raptured. Monday I'll read 15, 16, and 17. They're not long chapters. 15 is kind of long, but 16 and 17 are not long at all. Okay. Did you enjoy that? Did you read along with me? I hope that when I'm reading that you're grabbing your Bible and reading along with me, not just listening to what I have to say. We need to do our own research. You need to know what you believe. I guess that's all I have to say today. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. I know I will, even if it's just resting, which after last week, I could use a good rest. I was sick. Oh my goodness, I was so sick. Last Wednesday, I woke up with all this pressure back here. Felt like I had been swimming and, all the salt water went up my nose. I felt, it was just terrible. So that was Wednesday morning. I started feeling that. By Wednesday evening, I was feeling pretty yucky, even though I still went to discipleship group. Thursday and Friday, I was in bed. I was hurting so bad. I was coughing, felt yucky. Saturday felt a little bit better, but I still didn't do anything because I really wanted to rest, because I had a Revival 250 that I really, really, really wanted to go on Sunday. I had bought tickets for myself, my husband, and a friend, and I didn't want to let anybody down, especially myself, because I really wanted to go there. Tony Evans and Jonathan Kahn and Joby Martin and a lot of really great speakers were there. So I'm so glad I was feeling better. But I still have a cold. I still have a little bit of a cough. Not coughing out a lung anymore. Not coughing my head off, but still do have a little bit of drainage there. I can feel it. My nose is running constantly. So hopefully, I think I have some Afrin. I need to use that before I go to my massage, because I don't need to be bent down and everything dripping out of my nose. I'm not going to do it. So I need to go do that while I'm uploading y'all. And then I'm going to sweep and mop the floors, sweep outside the front door, wash Moses's dinner dishes, and that's all I have to do today. It's gonna be a light day. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I love you. I do. Bye.